In the heart of American democracy lies the two-party system, a constant power play between Democrats and Republicans. But is it truly a representation of the people's will or an illusion masking a deeper socio-political reality? As we enter another election cycle, you have to ask yourself, is our country and the world at large better off with wars, pandemics, and corruption woven into the very fabric of our system? Today, we delve into the socio-political landscape of the United States, examining the illusion of democratic choice within its political structure. Historical context of the two-party system. The U.S. two-party system, rooted in the early 19th century, was never a constitutional mandate. Over time, Democrats and Republicans emerged as the dominant parties. However, the fundamental question remains, do they represent a diverse American electorate, or are they two sides of the same coin? The mirage of choice, the illusion of inclusion with Democrats and Republicans funneling the American people down the same rabbit hole. Elections are the cornerstone of democracy. But when choices are limited to two major parties, the diversity of opinions and needs within a vast population like America's is potentially oversimplified. The 2016 and 2020 presidential elections are recent examples highlighting the polarized yet confined nature of political choice. Money, power, and influence purchased through lobbying and political donations. Money has played a colossal role in corrupting American politics. The Supreme Court's 2010 decision in Citizens United v. Federal Election Commission essentially opened the floodgates for unlimited corporate spending in elections, further entrenching the influence of the wealthy. This raises the question, do political parties prioritize the interests of lobbyists and donors over the average citizen? Some say yes. Staring at the growing economic inequality in the U.S. is mirrored in its political landscape. Policies often favor the affluent, exemplified by the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which disproportionately benefited higher income groups. This disparity echoes a power dynamic where the wealthy have a louder voice than the working class. Beyond the binary, emerging voices in ever-increasing numbers, Americans have become dissatisfied and disillusioned with the two-party system, and now many deeply distrust the government. But before moving on, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue. Despite the dominance of the two-party system, there's a growing chorus for change. Movements like Occupy Wall Street in 2011 and the increasing visibility of third-party candidates reflect a yearning for broader representation. The time has come to reimagine democracy so that it reflects the diversity of its citizens while embodying the essence of representation and choice. To evolve, American democracy must transcend the confines of a two-party system, embracing a political structure that truly reflects its diverse demographics. As citizens, the power to reshape our political landscape lies with us. Through engagement, awareness, and action, we can move towards a democracy that genuinely represents we the people. In the quest for a more representative democracy, understanding the socio-economic and socio-political nuances is crucial. Let's explore further. Political and policy paralysis. This occurs whenever partisan politics prevents the implementation of policies that call for significant changes and one or both parties withdraw their support for the proposal. This is called policy paralysis. The two-party system often leads to policy paralysis, which results in a negative public perception. The Affordable Care Act of 2010, for instance, showcased extreme partisan divisions, limiting the scope of what could have been more comprehensive healthcare reform. This gridlock not only stalls progress but also deepens public disillusionment with the political process. The media influence and public perception. The media has long been used as a tool to opinion shape and control the narrative. The media has always played a pivotal role in shaping public perception. The rise of partisan news outlets has contributed to a polarized society, often presenting issues in a less than objective light. This media environment complicates the public's ability to access unbiased information, further entrenching the two-party narrative. The role of lobbying and special interests. Lobbying and special interest groups exert significant influence over American politics. The fossil fuel industry's lobbying efforts, for example, have been a major force in shaping energy policies, often at the expense of environmental considerations and public health. Social movements and grassroots campaigns. In response to these systemic issues, social movements and grassroots campaigns have emerged as powerful forces for change. The Black Lives Matter movement, which gained momentum in 2020, has brought critical attention to racial injustice and policing practices, challenging the established political narrative. A better way forward. The way forward requires active civic engagement and a reimagining of our political system. This includes support for electoral reforms like ranked choice voting, which could provide more nuanced choices for voters, and campaign finance reform to reduce the influence of money in politics. The future of American democracy depends on an informed, engaged, and proactive citizenry. By understanding the limitations of the current system and advocating for inclusive reforms, Americans can work towards a more equitable and representative political landscape. If you found this video provocative and informative, please support our content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. And as always, thanks for watching.